USA Warrior Stories is a not-for-profit organization designed to record, archive, and share videos of veteran stories, to help veterans make a connection with one another and to help us all better understand their sacrifices for our freedoms.
So I think it was in 2016, we had gotten together on a trip that a bunch of veterans took down to Washington, D.C., and the suicide rate for veterans was at 22 per day. And we had somebody on the trip whose son committed suicide, who was also a veteran, and we decided something needed to be done, and in our own small way, we came up with this wacky idea of kayaking 22 miles from Bridgeport, Connecticut over to Port Jeff to raise awareness and to raise money for programs, to get not-for-profits together to try and tackle this problem as much as we can in our own little piece of the world here.
If we can find out and support this community and this group of people, then we could also find maybe another key to the answers to help everybody dealing with traumatic stress. I think the numbers were 300 to 500,000 veterans over 12 years of combat actually are getting disability pay for post-traumatic stress disorder. Over 7.1 million Americans every year file new applications for post-traumatic stress because of anything that happens in any of our lives. That means overwhelmingly 95.5% of people dealing with traumatic life events are civilians. They don't, it's a large group of people. There's no actual way to tell who's going to be dealing with what. So if you go to a group like military and veterans, it's a much more condensed result of what I believe the overall population of America is. And so I love the support that we show for this, and it definitely is incredible, and it definitely does a lot. But it's not just here, and it's not just for us. The reason I'm proud to be part of this group is because of the applications we actually have to help everybody that we love and care for, in the entire country. So I just want to give you my special thanks, and I've talked way long enough.
Daddy's right there. Look, he's in the red pants. Daddy's right there. Say bye, Daddy. Look, he's right there, Winnie. Say yay, Daddy.
One of the co-chairs, Alex Roman, lives in Port Jefferson. So he really, not only being one of the founders of the event, but also the financial backer of the event, had a lot of contacts down at Port Jefferson.
Not being a veteran, it is always hard to kind of get up here and talk a little bit. The one thing, I definitely will say is that while I might not have served, I'll always serve those who have. And that's something that's very important, something that we can all do for our veterans, raising awareness for PTSD, just a very important thing, and not just for the military, as Chris said, but throughout. So thank you very much for being here.
Hi. Yeah, this is Leo.
Hi, how are you?
How was your day out there? It was good. It's a great cause, great day. Couldn't ask for a better day.
Tiring, but it was awesome. Amazing.
It was a bit challenging, with the waves and stuff, but overall, it wasn't too hot. And, I had a good partner from the VFW, his name is Adam. So it was quite an experience going back on the kayak doing that.
And who's your friend here?
Lucia.
Lucia.
Hi, Lucy. Hi.
How was the kayak?
It was excellent. I honestly think we were ill-fitted, so it was very challenging for us. I had a young man, and I'm a cyclist, but anyway, we didn't lose the point of this challenge, which is for veterans. I'm not a veteran myself, but I have my sister who did 26 years in the Air Force, and my nephew was a Marine, my other sister was Navy Reserve, and I'm a survivor of 9/11, and my heart goes out to all those young kids that joined the service to protect our country, and that's what drives me to support anything that has to do with veterans.
Hi, my name is George Barbaro. I was in the Marines around the Vietnam era in 74 and 75. I was a non-combat vet. I'm doing this mostly for the vets that served and did more than their share, you know, and I'd like to do as much as I could for anybody in the veteran community.
I was an artillery officer. I spent most of my time with 10th Mountain Division up at Fort Drum, 25th Infantry Division down in Schofield Barracks, Hawaii. Served all over the world, Desert Storm, Panama. The community is always very supportive of us. We lost a little momentum coming, because of COVID, but we're back in action now. Unfortunately, the number of veteran suicides dropped to 20 before COVID, but it's now back up to 22. So, like Chris said during his speech, I don't think this PTSD is only for veterans anymore. I think that COVID-19 is going to have a long-term effect on a lot of people. If you Google hashtag 22PAC, 22PAC, stands for PTSD Awareness Challenge, you'll be able to find us. You could also donate, go on www.ighl.org, and you'll be able to find us through there as well.